Today I got a quick call from Triumph, Dublin, if I'm interested of demo ride of the new Tiger 900 GT Pro. Unfortunately, they don't have a Rally Pro in stock as a demo model or even as a bike for sale, but quickly I decided, why not? GT Pro is not that much different than the Rally Pro, except the front wheel suspension travel. So just want to see what those updates done to the bike, how they changed the bike from the last year. Because last year, if you remember, I test drive the Tiger 900 Rally Pro, but this year the old Tigers got slightly more power and a little bit more torque. This is the GT Pro, which has the slightly less travel suspension compared to the Rally Pro. Also 19-inch aluminum cast front wheel. Because it has lower suspension, obviously the seats height is slightly lower compared to a Rally Pro. So this bike is more suitable for the people with shorter legs. And also GT Pro has electronically adjusted real preloads. Front suspension still are manually adjusted. After only a few meters riding this bike, definitely you can feel the peak of the power. I'm gonna quickly park over here. Just want to check on what level do I have a seat height. So also, as you can see, the biggest change is the new dash. It's same size, made in different technology, but the graphic display is completely different. So now it's more clear, visible. All information we have, like at the bottom, the fuel range, rev counter, speedometer, and the gear number. Also, if you move to the side, we have information about the service, about all the information about the bike. New quick shifter, slightly redesigned the body. All I can see, they added small vents, but the problem with the heating coming to rider legs is still not fixed, because the radiators are mounted directly, so when they start working, pushing the air straight to your legs. So it's not like with the Tiger 1200 that they're sitting on the side, just straight to your legs. You can buy some kind of aftermarket deflectors, which they be blocking and pushing the hot air away. So yeah, also the most bigger complaints about the Rally Pro GT Pro is lack of the kind of mudguard and protection for the rear shock. All the bad stuff is just spray all over the rear shock. Obviously new silencer. Bike is now less of the one catalytic converter, so breathes much better. Different type of the exhaust pipes and slightly update, redesign the shape of the bike. New beak, new kind of side plastics. Basically that's it. Slightly redesign this handle for the changing of the position of the windscreen. So now I'm gonna check. Obviously, being the GT Pro or Rally Pro, you have and also it should be front seat fully adjustable. That's what I thought. This seat is in the lower position, so just want to quickly to change to the higher position. So if I remember correctly, the lower position is 825, the high seat position is just 850. So just quickly you have to move those two metal bars from the lower position to the upper position, slide in, and you lock. So now we have a 850 millimeters seat height in the highest position. That should increase your legroom. This GT Pro is dedicated for mostly the urban riders, for the city driving, for the city riders, because obviously it has the smaller front wheel size, which gives you a better feeling if you ride around the corners, and also better choice of the tires. As I remember correctly, even Tiger Rally Pro had very nice feeling riding on the streets, on the roads, due to that 24.5 rake angle. Gearbox very smooth. The new quick shifter is absolutely sleek. Even last year I didn't have a complaints to the quick shifter, but this one is lovely, even sleeker. So the whole screen is exactly the same. The only change, the adjustment bar from being metal to the plastic now, but the shape of the windscreen is exactly the same. So as being 181 centimeters tall, I don't have any buffeting on my helmet, but still, as last year, quite a bit of wind on my shoulders. So slightly wider windshield will do the job. Yes, definitely you can feel the peak of power and slightly of torque compared to the last year model. Visibility in the mirrors is very good. Shifting up and down is very, very smooth. Still, if I go above 110, 15, 20 kilometers, still I can feel slightly buzzing on the footpegs, but definitely less compared to the last year. Nearly not existent vibration on the handlebar, but still slightly, like, you know, nearly non-existent, like I said, but definitely you can still feel the vibration on the footpegs. Low vibration compared to last year, but still. Over here we have a USB-C port, which is nice addition if you want to mount the phone holder and charge your phone. Yeah, feeling around the corner, that 19-inch front wheel it's really good, really nice. It's more like facelifting of this Tiger 900 GT Pro and Rally Pro than the completely new model. But as you know, the Triumph with every slightly updates to their own motorbikes like to call them as the new models. Definitely it's not the new. Very nice features, like the biggest difference compared to the previous generation is highly updated engine. Definitely you can feel that straight away when you start riding this bike. Definitely more power, slightly more torque, less vibration, that's for sure. Slightly different even intake sound of this motor now. Obviously slightly redesign the body with slightly different plastics, which brings kind of fresh looks to this motorbike and gives slightly aggressive look. Very nice legroom at 850mm seat height. Nice comfortable position. Bike is relatively small and nimble. GT Pro I think weighs around 222-3 kilos, so it's slightly lighter compared to the Rally Pro, but obviously the Rally Pro has slightly more features like engine crash bars, taller suspensions, so it's slightly heavier. But even being like, you know, having 21 front inch wheel doesn't lack of being a nimble bike or flickable bike due to that nice geometry. This one, like I mentioned before, has pretty much everything. This year Rally Pro GT Pro got the automatic running daylights, so when you put it in automatic mode, when it gets dark, the bikes automatically turn the lights on, so you don't have to even remember that. Also Rally Pro GT Pro equipped with the heated grips as standard, cruise control, lead up controllers, and GT Pro has electronically adjustable preload for the rear shock. So if you're riding with a passenger or with the luggage, quickly with the one button you can change that preload. Oh, quick shifter is really smooth. Even change the gears with the clutch, it's so smooth, it just clicks. Going over the bumps, really nice. So definitely Rally Pro with the taller suspension will eat all those bumps. Clutch very light. Actually, changing the gears with quick shift or without the quick shift, it's a very nice experience. I'm really shocked how Triumph revised that engine and gearbox on the new models. Maybe from the distance you may not notice those differences, because from the distance those bikes looks quite similar to the last generation of Triumphs. But when you throw the legs over those bikes, then definitely you can feel the difference. As you can see, 20 degrees today. I think so we have similar temperature condition as we had the last year. Definitely slightly less heat comes out of the vents due to that cutout, but there is still heat coming out, don't get me wrong. I think in future Triumph has to think about redesigning those position of those fans, radiator fans, because they directly pushing the hot air to your legs. But like I said, maybe with aftermarket solution you're able to slightly improve that heating. Like, you know, but like I said, 20 degrees, I noticed the heat, but I think it's slightly less to the last year model. Correct me if I'm wrong. The sound is just completely different. Removing that one extra catalytic converter from those bikes definitely improved the intake noise and the exhaust noise. Wow. Also, like, you know, it's slightly different exhaust can on Rally Pro and GT Pro this year. Wow, this year those changes, I have to say, completely changed those bikes. Completely. It's so playful now. It's so, like, you know, gives you so much enjoyment compared to the last year model. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, I like the last model, impressed me so much, but I didn't have that feeling that this bike pushed me straight go to the dealer and just buy this bike. But this changes this year, wow, absolutely love them. Change the characteristic of the engine, change the power, change the, like, you know, riding experience completely. It's just, you can, like, you know, cruising at 30 kilometers in the village with this bike, no problem, at the low speed. Bike is more than happy. Changing the gears with the quick shifter, down or up, no problem. Oh, and now riding in the small village, temperature goes up to 21 degrees. We riding slow speed in the village. Now I start feeling the heat coming out the vents. That could be still problem for the people riding those bikes in very hot climate, but I'm living in Ireland and we have very rare high temperatures over here, and when you get into the speed, this heat disappears. I think so the only problem is riding slow in the city kind of condition. But like I said, I'm just curious how those heat shields, heat deflectors, aftermarket one, will improve that heating. So like I said, the Triumph fixed something, but also left something to fix or behind, maybe for the next generation. You open the throttle and the bike goes. Also wish the windscreen was slightly wider, because you have a lot of buffeting on your shoulders. Still slight vibration on the pegs. So the T-plane crank engine, even after those changes, slightly vibrates, slightly, you can notice those vibrations. Stanima brakes still very, very sharp, and this year Triumph on those GT Pro, Rally Pro, combine the brakes, so anytime you use the front brakes, the rear brakes apply as well to some point. And also you have indicators, warning braking kind of system. So when you brake, hardly brake with the front brake, the indicators which pops up as a kind of hazard lights to just warn the other road users that you hardly braking, which is very great feature. And also the indicators always lit up, so gives the better visibility to the other road users. If I was looking for the new adventure style riding bike, I pretty much test drove all of them on the market, and two models really surprised me, which is the Africa Twin Standard or Adventure Sport and the Tiger. Really completely full package. Like if you buy the GT Pro, if you're short rider or your preference is riding mostly on the road, you have basically everything which you need. You don't need adds up anything extra. Same applies to Rally Pro. Maybe only if you want to add up some protection. Other than that, those bikes, they have everything. Yeah, the comfort, stability of this bike, again, finish is top notch as a Triumph. This bike doesn't lack anything this time. Really impressed. Obviously, if you own the previous generation, you have to really think, because definitely you're gonna lose so much money if you want to trade up. Still not perfect. So sum up this test ride, I'm again very positively surprised with this motorcycle. Really like it. The extra power and torque, it does transform this motorcycle to more playful, more fun, that's what you're looking from the motorcycle. It's not only reliable and brings you from place A to B, but gives you the smile and fun. Yes, I can really see myself on one of those bikes. I wouldn't be complaining about it. This bike does everything wherever you throw on it. Everything nicely. Very complete and nice package. That will be my two choices. Africa Twin, probably the new Adventure Sport with the 19-inch front wheel, or the Tiger 900 Rally Pro or GT Pro. Tiger, like I said, will be a smaller, lighter bike, more nimble, more fun than Africa. Africa is quite linear, quite predictable, but it's also very nice, smooth ride. Lovely electronic suspension. But buying the Tiger, you will save good few €1,000 in your pocket that you can spend to upgrade this bike or to buy like new motorcycle gears. Definitely with a smaller bike, which is Tiger 900, it's easier to live with it compared to the big chunky Africa Twin or GS. Those bikes 250 kilos plus motorcycles are nice, when you ride on them. But if you want to just push them around the garage or move them around the block, they're really heavy motorcycles. So that's what you have to keep in your mind also. Like this one definitely is easier to throw around the bends, flick from side to side compared to the big one. Absolutely love this motorcycle. Most things were fixed. Still, this bike experience few weak points, but maybe you can fix it.